Well, Israel has launched a new wave of strikes across Gaza. This was the scene after an airstrike in Gaza City. At least one Palestinian was killed in that attack. Several others were injured in another strike in the Al Zaytun neighborhood. Homes were destroyed in the Al Buraij and Jabalia refugee camps too. Israel has been escalating its attacks in recent weeks, despite a ceasefire agreement signed in October last year. Well, Hani Mahmoud joins us now live from Gaza City. When we look at the pattern of these attacks, Hani, what do they tell us about the further displacement of an already displaced population that's going on?
Sami, so far, everything that's been going on and been happening over the past months designed in a way to make life extremely difficult for Palestinians, starting from the large-scale mass bombardment, better known as carpet bombings of entire areas at the opening weeks of the genocide, where whole entire neighborhoods and blocks were destroyed completely while people were still inside. What we're looking at right now, these days, particularly the rising of the same exact pattern, except it's happening at a very smaller scale right now. We're not talking about entire neighborhoods, even though the results are causing further displacement for entire whole blocks here, given the intensity of the bombing. But the designated targets are just a house or two houses in one area. Of course, the explosion causes negative impacts and severe destruction and damage to the surrounding area. Within 1 hour, we've seen these short force evacuation notice for people. People were not given sufficient amount of time to scramble for a better shelter. They ran with whatever they were able to hold or carry with their hands outside in the street. We've seen another scene of mass displacement from areas like Gaza City here in two different locations, and a Zaytun neighborhood as well. And from central area in both Al-Ghazi, Al Buraij camp, and the targets were a mosque, an industrial facility, and 3 residential homes. Several injuries were reported to health facilities here across the Gaza Strip. One woman was reported and confirmed killed in the attacks here in Gaza City. We've seen this happening last week, the week before, and there seems to be a tendency to keep this happening, and it's on the rise, and the bottom line is just to cause further displacement. In fact, it has been feeding into one conclusion: a permanent displacement for Palestinians, as if there is no way Palestinians could go back to their homes, could stay and have a sense of normality in their displacement site, because a lot of people here, the average person across the Gaza Strip, have been displaced at least 3 times over the past months. It's been causing a lot of difficulties and a lot of feeding into the sense that they are permanently displaced.
We'll leave it there. Thanks so much, Hani Mahmoud from Gaza City.